Welcome to the Explainer. So today we're going to do something really fascinating. We're pulling back the curtain on the completely calculated and honestly kind of sneaky ways that supermarkets manipulate our behavior. You know the feeling, right? You walk in for like milk and eggs and suddenly you're walking out with a massively overflowing cart. You probably just blame yourself, think you have terrible self-control, but here's the thing. From the literal second you step through those automatic doors, you're entering a highly engineered environment, and it is entirely designed to get you to part with your hard-earned cash. Let's get into it.
There's this huge misconception out there that grocery stores organize their products to make shopping easy and convenient for you. But actually, that is completely flipped on its head. They organize things to make spending easier, period. The layout, the shelves, those flashy displays, literally none of it is there to save you time. It's all 100% optimized for your wallet. It's a total paradigm shift once you realize it. These places aren't just passive warehouses holding goods. They are highly active participants actively influencing every single purchasing decision you make.
Section 1. The 5-second trap. The manipulation begins fast.
We can actually map out this trap as a chronological journey of your time inside the store. Think about it. Minute 1 at the entrance, minute 15 when you're deep in the aisles, all the way to minute 30 at checkout. Every single one of these phases is a completely different strategic environment. You're being funneled through this highly structured experience. And you know what? The mind games start with the very first physical object you interact with.
Yep, the shopping cart. I mean, have you ever stopped to notice just how massive these things have gotten? They didn't get bigger because cereal boxes got bigger. No, they are deliberately oversized to exploit human psychology. It triggers this really deep-seated feeling of scarcity. When you're walking around pushing this giant metal cage and you look down at a half-empty cart, your brain subconsciously starts telling you, hey, we haven't bought enough yet. It just subtly nudges you to keep filling up all that vast, empty space. It's wild. Moving on to Section 2, the layout illusion, navigating the maze. Have you ever wondered why a basic, everyday staple like milk is basically always hidden at the absolute back of the store? I promise you, that is not an accident. Supermarkets know that milk is the one thing most people actually showed up for. So by shoving it at the furthest possible point from the entrance, they literally force you to walk past hundreds, maybe thousands of other products just to reach it. And every single item you pass, that's another opportunity for them to tempt you into an off-list purchase. You're essentially running an entire gauntlet of temptation just to grab your morning dairy. And while you're standing in those aisles, really pay attention to how the products are placed on the shelves. It's brilliant, really. The absolute most expensive brands, they sit exactly at your eye level. It's the most frictionless, natural place for you to look and grab. But if you want the cheaper store brand alternatives, you're usually going to have to reach way up high or bend all the way down to the bottom shelf. They are literally making it physically easier for you to spend more money and just a tiny bit more physically demanding to save it.
Section 3. Hijacking your senses. The smell of spending.
Let's talk about the bakery. You walk in, you smell that incredible aroma of fresh bread, and you probably think, wow, I showed up at the perfect time. But the reality? It is a highly calculated 3-step process. First off, timed baking. Second, they actively pump that delicious scent directly out into the store environment. And step 3, it triggers your hunger. And guess what? A hungry shopper, especially one craving warm carbs, is a highly impulsive shopper. So that amazing smell, it literally translates directly into increasing spending for the store.
Which brings us to Section 4, the checkout gauntlet, the final trap.
Every square inch of the store is tested, right? But the checkout aisle? That is the ultimate trap for what behavioral psychologists call a tired brain. Just think about it for a second. During your 30-minute shopping trip, you've made dozens, maybe hundreds of micro decisions. Do I want this brand? Is the family size a better deal? Do we have enough pasta at home? By the time you finally hit that checkout line, your brain is experiencing severe decision fatigue. It is wiped out. And tired brains make impulsive decisions. That is exactly why they line the register with candy bars and magazines. It's not for your convenience. They're actively preying on your tired brain at the exact moment it's most vulnerable to a quick, sugary impulse buy. Finally, Section 5, beating the game. Smart shopper defense. So how do we fix this? Well, your absolute best defense is just pure awareness. The smartest shoppers out there, they don't just make a rigid grocery list. They fundamentally understand the psychological game they're walking into. Once you actively recognize that the giant cart is just playing on your sense of scarcity, or you spot those expensive brands strategically sitting right at eye level, you instantly take back your power. Because here is the really beautiful truth about all of this. Once you understand these calculated tricks, they kind of just stop working on you. It's like seeing the Matrix, you know? You can just choose not to play their game. Awareness is truly your greatest tool here. I want you to think about your own habits the next time you walk through those sliding doors. In fact, what's that one thing you absolutely always end up buying, even when it definitely wasn't on your list? Let us know in the comments. And the next time you reach out to grab that item, ask yourself, did you actually choose it, or did the store choose it for you? Think about that. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights, and we'll see you next time on The Explainer as we expose another everyday money trick that almost nobody notices.